Hello, I'm immigration attorney Emre Enek. Today, we're diving into a special visa designed not for those following the traditional immigration path, but for those who trust in their talent, the O-1A visa. The O-1A is for people who are truly experts in their field. If you made an impact in your profession, received national or international recognition, and you're saying, I can do this in the US too, this video is for you. Let's clarify something right away. The O-1A is not a green card. It is a temporary visa. But compared to other temporary visas, it's more flexible, more prestigious, and more powerful. And with the right planning, it can lead you toward a green card in the future. Let's go step by step. Who qualifies? How do you apply? And what makes this visa so unique? The O-1A visa is for individuals with extraordinary ability in the fields of science, education, business, or athletics. Important note: artists, actors, and directors fall under the O-1B category. We're talking only about O-1A. So what exactly does extraordinary ability mean? This isn't just about being successful. The USCIS expects that you're recognized in your field, had achieved national or international success, published work, won awards, spoken at conferences, reviewed others' work, held leadership roles. The kind of profile that shows clear and proven accomplishments. In short, O-1A is not about potential, it's about proven results. And this doesn't apply only to academics. If you're a successful entrepreneur, a sought-after consultant, or a recognized expert in your industry, this visa may be a strong fit. O-1A is a sponsorship-based visa. You cannot apply on your own. A US employer or an agent must file the petition on your behalf. The employer route is straightforward. A company in the US offers you a job and sponsors your visa. But here's where it gets interesting. Agents can also sponsor you. This is a more flexible model. Let's say you're a consultant working with several companies throughout the year. An agent can represent you, submit a petition, and include a detailed itinerary of your upcoming work. Even better, the agent could be a company you founded as long as it's properly structured and acts in an employer-like capacity. What's critical is that the sponsor, whether employer or agent, clearly outlines 1. What work you'll be doing, 2. Where you'll be doing it, 3. For how long, and if you're working under an agent structure, all future projects must also go through them for approval. Now we get to the exciting and technical part, the eligibility criteria for an O-1A visa. So the USCIS says you either need to have won a major international award, like a Hubble Prize, in which case no further evidence is needed, or you need to meet at least 3 out of those 8 criteria. 1. Significant national or international awards. 2. Membership in prestigious organizations. 3. Published coverage in major media or academic outlets. 4. Peer review or judging others' work. 5. Leadership roles in critical organizations. 6. Evidence of high salary or compensation. 7. Original contributions in your field, theoretical or applied. And 8. Work with recognized institutions or high-level consulting roles. The more of these you meet and the stronger your documentation, the more solid your case becomes. And again, the O-1A is granted based on your past achievements, not future potential. The O-1A visa is typically granted for up to 3 years, and it can be extended. You don't have to request the full 3 years, you can apply for less, but if you want the full term, you must clearly explain what you'll be doing during that period. This explanation is called an itinerary. In other words, you can't just say, I'm talented, I'll go to the US and figure it out. You need a detailed plan showing what projects you'll be working on, which companies or institutions you'll be working with, when and where each activity will take place. This itinerary doesn't always need to be backed by formal contract. You can also include good faith letters from companies or individuals who express interest in working with you. Especially when using the agent model, a well-structured itinerary including multiple projects is essential. For a strong O-1A visa case, solid plan is just as important as proven talent. So, how long does it take to get an O-1A visa? Actually, this process breaks down into 2 parts: the preparation period and the USCIS processing time. The preparation period, collecting documents, drafting reference letters, and creating the job plan and itinerary, usually takes about 1 to 2 months. At our office, our goal is to complete this within 1 month, but in some cases, it can take a little longer. Once everything is ready, the file is submitted to the the USCIS. At this point, you have two options. One, if you apply with premium processing, which at the time of this video costs $2,805, the USCIS is required to respond within 15 business days. If you don't use premium processing, the process can take several months. Once USCIS receives your file, two things can happen. One, your application gets approved, or two, you receive an RFE, a request for evidence. If an RFE is issued, you usually have 87 days to respond. During that time, you collect the additional documents and send them to the USCIS. After your response, there's another review process. If you're using premium processing, you'll get a response again within 15 business days. If not, you wait based on regular processing time. And here's the best part. If your O-1A application is filed and approved from within the United States as a status change, you can start working immediately. But if you're applying from outside of the United States, the process works a little differently. Let's say you get approved. Now it's time for the visa interview. And this can actually be the most challenging step. For example, right now in Turkey, many applicants get approved by the USCIS, but then get denied at the consulate in Ankara or Istanbul. Some people are even attending interviews 2 or 3 times in a row. So passing the USCIS step is not enough. The consular interview, especially for a high-level visa like O-1A, can carry risks if you're not fully prepared.